Okay, I am back. Okay. Hack. Sorry, I must have just missed you when I went on break there. You're not going to go and see much going on right now because we're using a Zoom call as a way to go ahead and do uh as a way to go and do this, as that was the preference of the GM or storyteller that is running this campaign. But basically, this is Vampire the Masquerade. It is a tabletop RPG. And basically, let me see if I can pull something up here. Throw that up there. Boom. So, yeah. So, right now, what we're doing is we are waiting as the GM is having a one on one with another player. So, the Zoom call basically is on pause. So this is, if you're familiar with D&D, it's a lot like that, but a whole lot different. And again, the comparison that I would make, where D&D and Vampire are different. D&D is more of numbers and focuses on mechanics and stuff like that, whereas Vampire is more about theater and intrigue and politics. So again, it's going to kind of be more of that sort of thing. So less murder hobo, more court intrigue. So, but again, it is very much a pen and paper RPG. It is going to be something that sadly I don't have much to show you here right now, as Catherine, who is our GM, is currently in a meeting, and because we're using Zoom, I my webcam is, well, I suppose I could try to see if I could turn my webcam on right now and see if it'll work, because Streamlabs and my and the Zoom call are competing for use of the webcam, and because I am currently in, there we go. Oh, that's not good. Let us go ahead and fix that a little bit. There we go. A little bit better. So, and because, of course, people asked me to go ahead and be dressing in character, because people were asking for that, I did go ahead and get dressed up a little bit. Nothing too fancy, but you know, nice dress shirt, nice vest. So we could go ahead and do this. The hair is still kind of crazy, but you know, that's me. Not much I could do about that. So yeah, so again, that's what's going on. Oh, what you going on about, brother? Well, I mean, again, you dress the way your character would dress given their situation and the nature of my clan and their predilections. If I didn't look at least a little fancy, it would probably stand out a little bit. Bears could be vampires too. Thanks, Adderworks. Thanks. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hmm. I'm wondering which way you're implying that term. You know, phrasing. I know exactly what you're doing, brother, but at the same time, uh, be careful what you say. My viewers tend to take things out of context and view everything to a certain thing. Yeah. Anyways, so because this is a D&D or RPG that's tabletop and roleplay is a very, very big part in Vampire, even more so than it is in D&D, that is why when people were saying, hey, we're in a dressing costume, are you interested? I pulled this outfit out, which you probably never seen me wear before because this was garb that I used to attend an actual masquerade ball that I went to a long time ago. Oh, my goodness. So, um, but yeah. Huh? I'm like, what? Hey now. Basically what I was getting to, if you notice that the blurps are paused for this stream, roleplay and people suddenly, throwing voice lines in may not come across well. Because I think Zoom will pick up on system-based sounds. So if you blurp me, it might end up blurping the entire Zoom call. So last thing I need when trying to role play is someone to play a clip of me talking about jiggling a joystick, if you know what I mean. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. But again, don't normally wear this kind of thing. Again, people asked me to dress in costume for the vampire I was going to be portraying, and this is what I had on hand that worked for that. But thank you for the compliment. I should have probably done something with the beard, though. Maybe trimmed it a little bit shorter. Yeah. Yeah. There's a question. What kind of question do you have? Zoom versus Roll20. We went with Zoom because that was the GM's preference. But I would have said that if I had my preference, I would have gone with Fantasy Grounds. It would neither be Zoom nor it would be Roll20. I think Fantasy Ground works really well, and they do have the Vampire Masquerade rule set built into that. And the reason why is Fantasy Grounds is a subscription based service, but the GM is the person that needs to pay for the subscription. All the players can come in as guests. So I would have said that if I had a preference, I would have gone with Fantasy Grounds. Keep in mind, I am not sponsored by them in any way. I get no money for saying that. That's just my honest opinion. It was Fantasy Grounds was introduced to me by a fellow gamer, a good friend I refer to as Doc, and also known as the Mask, from a D&D campaign that I play with him. Yeah. Bring down the sides a little bit. Yeah. Just probably trim a nice clean line in here. Go ahead and get a little scruff on the cheek off. And then just thin the sides down a little shorter. Then I'm just wondering if I should go and get some conditioner for the beard to go ahead and get it to a nice silky smooth. But a lot of that costs money, and as you know, guys, although this, dress clothes is old stuff that I had kicking around, it is not necessarily fine cut. This is more theater level clothing, if you know what I mean. Which, if you've ever worked in theater, you know that stage clothes are not real clothes. They do not hold up to day-to-day use. They are something that are given out to play a role and often need a lot of maintenance because they're meant to fit the role. They're not meant to be worn. If you've done any theater, you probably know what I mean by that. So yeah. But yeah. If I was doing more well financially, I probably would take the time to go ahead and get some beer conditioner and just go ahead and put that in there to go ahead and get this to be more of a less of a wiry mess. So, hmm, how do we kill this empty time? This is something that I should have prepared for though, because I know this happens when there's going to be a lot of secrets in a campaign. One-on-ones happen frequently. So, a traveler character gen just for kicks. Hmm, interesting. Your internet went down for a bit. You didn't miss anything. We're still waiting for the one-on-one to resolve itself that the game master is having with another player. So I risk turning my webcam on, even though Zoom's not going to like it when the call resumes, which means that I will have to turn my camera off in the Streamlabs and then turn it back on for them to be able to see me on Zoom. So that is the thing. Yes, yes, you've made very clear that you are not a fan of Zoom. Uh, the thing is with Discord, Discord can I think fights with my camera just as much. Streamlabs when you're streaming is definitely a very particular mistress. She wants control. She does not want to share control with other programs. So, you cut out when you asked about Black Clover. Well, I don't think I ever saw that question. So I don't think that question made it through. Last thing I saw from you was looking sharp melt. Oh, the black cover back here? Yeah, because I'm using, when I'm in the Zoom call, I'm using a program called Chroma Key that basically replaces the background with a generic. Oh, call may be coming back. All right. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Deactivate. No, that's deactivated. Zoom is not responding. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Did I break Zoom? Or was Zoom always broken to begin with? Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You are actually in question with what you're doing. Are you in a nice place, or? I figured you would be. Maybe not. I'm not saying a mansion.
It would be a nicer place, yeah. it would probably be one of those like upscale apartments, since I do live alone technically, like one of the ones where you have the whole floor to yourself and there's a door guy at the bottom kind of places.
Mm. All right, so we are coming back to the Zoom call now, folks. And I'm trying to get my camera. So I know I switched cameras for the sake of the stream, but I probably won't do that again because it kind of screws with the Zoom call just a bit.
Yeah, I like Discord next time. I have Discord and I've used that, so that's
And
fine.
shocker there.
Well, no.
Right.
This would be probably the same either way, is because Streamlabs is a greedy mistress. She doesn't want to share my camera with anybody.
I see.
Well, if we do end up doing Discord, you can still stream your music and stuff. If you stream like the application, we don't have to see your
Yeah.
desktop.
Yeah, I can do that then. We can give that a shot next time if it works better. Because if the connection is a problem, then
Yeah.
I don't want.
It was in the
want to keep
beginning. It's
talking
good
about-
now.
Yeah, it's been going good for now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spectrum.
Right. God. Let's talk about monopolies. I hate internet.
Ooh, well, who knows? Maybe Starlink will be the savior that it says it's going to be.
And maybe Google can start putting their fiber in the fucking ground.
Well,
Right.
that a lot of utilities should be ground-based that really aren't. My camera isn't coming through, is it?
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and try this again. Turn it off and turn it back on again.
Good old fashioned.
Do 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 do.
One thing I will talk about while you're doing that is I've already mentioned to a few people, but so on the first page, underneath skills, it says Chronicle Tenants.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any topic, any like children or essay or not essay, like essay, anything like that we don't want to talk about, that we're not wanting to breach?
This is basically topics that should not be on the table, and I think it's very clear, since this is going to be streamed, anything that would break stream TOS should be clearly something that we veer away from.
Okay.
So, yes.
So
Yeah, so we
what
probably
yeah.
shouldn't rape too much. Yeah.
Oh,
See, I fucking told you, Melty.
you know what? You told me, and okay, Chroma is just not going to work for me, so I'm just going to have to go back to just this works. Chroma's being a challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to not have the artificial background behind me. You'll just get the drop cloth. Sorry.
Well, it's better than that dirty ass bed of yours.
Oh,
Oh.
you fucking
Hey,
what,
have you
mate?
done your bed? Have you done your bed yet? Have you done your bed yet, Mel? Have you done it?
Take that canvas
done your
down,
bed?
motherfucker.
I don't think he wants to turn the canvas.
Let me check
Oh.
something real quick. I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Meltman.
All right. Well, if we are gonna do terms of service, then yeah, I imagine staying away from
What do you think?
kids. At least
It's
you've got-
made.
There you go.
That corner is not made.
And so I think we can get away with child murder, but anything else, I think that's too far.
Right. So essay is probably also not okay. That kind of stuff. No raping or anything. So
Damn, tragic.
I know.
Okay, so what I missed, since you guys
I
seem to be
wanted to
obsessed.
essay all
we
those
can still kill
children,
them.
damn it.
Okay, so
All dressed like a furry.
So, I mean, I do know that ET is still interested in joining us. She's just feeling ill today, but she did state that she does not want to be included in anything lewd. So, I mean, that would be the only caveat
I proceeded to
outside
say,
of
what you're doing
TOS.
Then
So-
she probably shouldn't play a Torador. Just
Yeah, I think that we kind of
it's the
figured.
siren feedings to
Yeah, yeah.
proficiency.
So anything that would be very graphic, even in description, should probably be kept to a fade to black kind of situation.
Yeah. Okay.
just out of respect to her preference, if she is included in the stream. If it's something where she isn't here, maybe we can get more descriptive. But while she is joining the call, to respect her wishes, that's all I would ask.
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah. But we don't need, I mean,
I was gonna detail
nice to
every
know how-
thrust.
It's just nice for me to know how dark it can get.
All 3 inches.
I'm fine with dark and descriptive.
Gotcha.
Sorry, yeah.
God damn it, Crowley. I'm okay with dark topics. It's just, I don't care for making light of certain things. So things like, suicide and stuff like that, if it's being handled in a very respectful way and not being made light of, I'm fine with it. But
Wait, you mean I can bring in Hank the Helpful Haji?
I don't even know what that is, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to know.
Well, so Malkavians are a whole clan, so mental illness is going to be something.
Oh, I understand
addressed.
that's going to be something
Yeah.
that's discussed.
Yeah,
But,
so I just
I
want to
mean-
make sure if there's any mental illnesses that are a no-go, just let me know. If let's say for example.
Well, okay, all right. This is something that most of my viewers know, but my mother is elderly, and she is grossly suffering from dementia, and we don't know how much time she has left. So, me personally, I would prefer we steer away from that, because there was a game not too long ago that I streamed that I literally had to stop streaming because I had to help a character pass on who was struggling with dementia, and I'm not a pretty crier. All right,
Okay.
let's put that out there. So let's please steer away from anything dementia related. I would appreciate that personally,
Okay.
and that's
I got
because
pretty bad PTSD.
it hits way too fucking close to home.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Broder?
I said I got pretty bad PTSD, so I'll let you know when it happens. But
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, I don't really see it popping up, and if it does, it'll just be, the only time I could see it happening is if for some reason you're looking through hospital records and it might just state that someone has it, but I don't
Yeah.
see us going into, it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be a problem, but then again,
Yeah.
I didn't think that video game was gonna go and literally. But then again, it's
Right.
Spiritfarer, so you're helping spirits pass on to the next life. I just never
Oh, I
expected.
heard about the game.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
a
pretty
good game if you like your heart getting ripped out and stomped on, because they make you you build friendship with each spirit before you help them pass on, and then
that's about how it works, yeah.
yeah, and then of course having this particular spirit having the same condition that my mother has, it was painful.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but I don't expect that situation to really come up much. But if I were to have anything that would come close to that, that would be the only one. Lucas, violence is going to happen. We're not going to outlaw violence.
Oh, violence is going to fucking happen.
That
Yeah,
one-
yeah,
that's
that-
my entire character arc.
Yeah, I mean, we have Crowley being a brouhaha,
Let's not have him
telling
reinforce his character.
Broder to go ahead and be peaceful. I don't know about Taylor. I don't know. Taylor, are you?
Oh, here comes out the replicas
Are you
again.
much of a pacifist? Yeah, yes.
Depends on the character I'm playing.
Sorry, we're not allowed violence?
Yeah, put away the airsoft gun.
Yeah, the highly detailed replica of Man Mower 2000 over here.
Yeah.
No, you want Man Mower 2000, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Just a little.
Yeah, Adworks in my live chat says PTSD is a thing. Meds for the win. Yeah.
Oh, I don't take meds.
Yeah. Well,
Probably
each-
should.
Yeah.
His
each
medication
people-
is pizza and he makes them bleed.
Yeah, apparently.
I like my
apparently.
character. But he does in real life. He's hardcore.
Yeah. No, Lucas, no pure unadulterated violence yet. This is just the character creation stream. The
I mean, I got a window right there.
no. But anyways, the first episode 1 is going to be this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming it. I believe Crowley will be streaming it. Is there anybody else that's
Yes.
going to be streaming it besides me and Crowley?
Taylor's not. He's not a streamer.
Okay. Well, so
Not yet.
Not yet.
So you might
I
see
did that
more
webcam
in the
test.
way of violence this Saturday. We'll see. It depends on where the story goes. Again, keep in mind where D&D is very much a stat-based mathematic system. Vampire is more of a theater production. It's more of intrigue, politics, and occasionally beating someone bloody. So whereas D&D can lean more to more murder hobo-ish kind of tendencies depending on your style of campaign. So,
Murder hobo.
but anyways, enough of that. You can scream violence in my live chat all you want, Lucas. It's not likely to happen today. Jesus. You can tell what some of my audience wants.
Death, put it down. Put it down.
Mm.
Well, then, how I'm thinking on Saturday, then, since, it's going to start with, one person, other person. Now, my question is, do you want me to do it private? Or, since we're streaming it, are we just going to have everyone watch the other people play?
Well, what I've been telling my viewers is if they want to have the inside baseball on my character, they probably should watch my stream. If they want the inside baseball on Crowley's character and his prospects and his secrets, they should probably watch his stream. But please don't share spoilers cross streams. If you're watching both streams and you find out a cool thing about Crowley's character, I don't want it showing up in my live chat. And I expect the reverse is going to be true too. I mean, we don't need that kind of contamination. I can handle inside character information to a degree, but
Yeah.
everyone has a point where the back of their mind, they'll remember out of character information and they might act on it not without even thinking in character.
Right.
It's a poisonous fruit, and it's hard to not take a bite. So the whole point is we got
It's
to
like
try
a vampire. Hey!
but I'm ching
Zing.
as. Yeah.
Well,
so
okay. All right.
but
the reason why is I'm a little worried about, since Taylor's not streaming, I don't think Death is streaming, so that's why I'm curious. Like, are we gonna?
I'm okay with sharing everything openly if we want to.
Yeah,
do
I could
that.
just leave the room. I don't even. If we don't want to have that cross
But
information.
it's something that I think it should be a choice for everybody involved, because I know a lot of characters in Vampire work best when they can keep secrets from other players. So I'm gonna allow that to be the group's decision. But I'm fine with it being all out in the open, but I'm also fine with it being segmented. I just need to go ahead and when there's a long one-on-one with the GM where I'm not included because I'm streaming, I've got to find something else to fill that time with for my audience.
Right.
And
Yeah, that was.
I've got to. I realized with that one-on-one and how long it took that it was a lot of dead time. And while I love talking with my chat, I don't want to bore them either. So I'll have to
Right,
find something else to do.
I
But
think it might just be easier for us to get that cross contamination. I think that's just going to be the way of the beast. That's just going to be the easiest way, I think.
How do you feel about that, Taylor and Broder Death?
I kind of figured that's how it was going to go, just unfortunately due to the fact that, the several people will be streaming it, so it'll be pretty
Yeah.
hard to not.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're all adults here. I think we can try to the best of our abilities not to cheat. You know?
Don't be meta pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that's fine with me. I mean, usually that's how it is, anyways, when you do it, because usually it's in person, so
Yeah.
you're all there anyways. So
Yeah.
it is
Usually in
gonna start
person,
out,
you can jot a quick note down on a scrap piece of paper and toss it off to the
right.
storyteller. So this would be something that if we have something that we want to necessarily not be public information, we have to pop open the chat here, have it go ahead and be set to Catherine and do that direct message to her if we want something to not be very public in that instance. So
But my plan, basically, how it's gonna go, especially because now I know everyone wants to play. I'll still have to figure out with ET what she's doing. But it seems like it's obviously gonna start out with solo, but by the end of the session, it might be. I might have it paired off. I might be able to get two people together, and then I'll figure out what ET is gonna do. But by the end of the session, at least it'll be in duos and not just solo anymore.
And if we're lucky, even more than duos?
Maybe, but we'll see how it goes. That's kind of, unfortunately, I only have so much power over what you guys do. So.
Yes, I appreciate you not just railroading us together.
I hate railroading. I hate it. So.
Hey, have you guys heard about Ty's Pizzeria? It's a great place.
Exactly.
That's a reference now you're getting.
So you all wake up and you've lost all your memories, and you think that you're in a maze with several people you didn't previously know.
And then you see there's pizza all around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the only time I see railroading being necessary is if we're doing like a one shot, then yeah, sorry, you're all gonna have to start together.
Yeah.
But since this is gonna be a continuing thing, I'm not.
Or you're doing a very narrow module or something like that. It's just going to be the nature of the beast in that situation.
Yeah, but since it's Chicago, and you guys are you're gonna meet each other eventually, whether I force it or not, just because of the nature of the beast of the city. So I'm not worried about it.
All it takes is the prince go ahead and demanding everyone show up for an important announcement, and the likelihood of running into each other increases exponentially.
Yep.
I'm listening. What more do you want?
It's lewd death, gosh.
All right. Well then, I think you're set. You're set. Everyone's set. Everyone's got their characters except for ET, so I'll have to work with.
Do you
her.
want a copy of our character sheets, by the way?
Oh,
You know I would. Yeah, just to
Alright.
make my life easier, just so I can then kind of match you with, because you all have sires, so I only have gotten 2 people set on sires, so it'll make my job easier.
I'll go finish my bio and stuff, and I'll send that over to you.
Yeah, whenever. You got time.
Alright.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
And then,
Got a few days.
of course, those first few points that we have to distribute, I think it was like 15 points that you get an experience starting out.
No, not unless you're a higher generation. Since you guys are
Oh.
13th, yeah, you don't get any extra points.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
if you were like a 10th or 11th, yeah, you get like 15
okay.
or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think you guys are all set.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget
Yeah.
your costumes, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Yeah, we'll get Taylor a webcam. We'll get him his stuff. As I said to Meltman earlier, I mean, I'm gonna be playing a bunch of different characters, so I'm just gonna have fun when I dress up. You know. I'm just gonna whatever. I got
One
like
day a
pony
clown
falls.
costume.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, before the stream start, I did go ahead and share with Catherine a story, one DM, because DMs have to play so many different characters. What he did was each important NPC had a different hat. So literally, as he was a man that wore many hats as a DM, he had all these different stylish hats. So you always knew who you were talking to based on what hat he was wearing. Yeah.
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 It should pop up.
Oh.
So nothing like seeing a big burly man wearing a sun hat,
Right.
you know, with flowers on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. I got it. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
No,
yours
not a
is-
video game, full auto. No. The Bloodlines 2 is coming out sometime this year, and I will be covering that. But you know,
Have you seen the clan introduction videos?
No, I haven't yet.
All right.
I'm gonna have to see them, aren't I?
They haven't done all of them, but I definitely want to show you at least one obvious one.
One obvious one.
What obviously why I'm sending it to you. So,
Okay.
they're really neat.
The next time we do a one-on-one, I'll watch it then. That way, that'll be a great way to fill that empty space where you're talking to someone else. I'll save it for then.
Yeah. Here I'll send you the link just so you have. I mean, there's all of them there, but there's the one that's the one that matters.
All right.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying.
you so much.
Yeah, but you can find them all. I really like them. I think they did a great job. My favorite is the Torador one, honestly. I love it. I'm not even a huge fan of Torador, to be crazy. To be
They
honest
just did a
with you.
good job of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
I did have a quick question regarding Blood Sorcery Rank 1.
Right.
I had a choice between Corrosive Vitate or Taste for Blood.
Right. Yeah.
Considering the Bloodhound merits, would it be probably because I have a limited ability to deal damage? Would Corrosive Vitate be a bigger asset for me than Taste for Blood, or can I take both?
You can only have to pick one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, Corrosive Vitae is a really good way to go. Not just because of, yeah, it's a good way to deal damage. One, it protects yourself, and two, once you become more gifted in the arts of blood magic, it usually is a requirement to have that one already. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd go with that one.
All right. So, okay. So, no listed experience, no listed haven, no listed weapons or possessions. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
considering my character special is going to be basically dropped on a doorstep, that makes a
for
lot
you-
of sense.
I did mention this to Crowley. No, I'm not nitpicky about possessions and equipment. Look, if your character has a gun, they have a gun. I'm not going to argue with that. If your character has, I don't care. Wallet, keychains, car, whatever. I'm not going to fight you on that. You have what you have. If you have a motorcycle, you got a motorcycle. I don't care about you having to fight that with me. Just what makes sense for your character to have.
I own 15 Lamborghinis.
There you go.
Yeah. So when I go ahead and activate my thermonuclear missile,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the
there's
DM
limits,
said-
obviously, but
Yeah.
at the same time, within reason, I think is what you're going with here.
Exactly. If it makes sense for your character to have, and obviously if you tell me in story you're pulling out something ridiculous, I'll just tell you no. I don't care. Too bad, so sad. I'm God.
Yeah, as any good storyteller or games master should. If it's within reason, they'll let you get away with it. But if it's something that you're pulling out of your ass,
Yeah. Exactly.
okay.
And I some of you have a lot more resources than others, so I'll be even more lenient with those ones. So.
Yeah. So, given that I did get, due to the nature of my Predator, I did get that 1 dot of resource, and given the nature of the background that I went with, how do you feel that resource would best be described? Would it be just effectively resources that were granted to me from my adopted sire?
That's what I was thinking, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just to make your whole backstory easier for all of us. Yeah, I figured that you would get great resources granted through them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you'll never be able to take advantage of it, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'd rather you know that you have it and be able to use it, so...
Okay.
Yeah. There is someone I want, in particular, I want to send something to real quick, while we're talking about equipment.
Mm.
Here we go.
Full Auto telling me how he misses his own old LARP gangrel soldier.
Heck yeah. I love Gangrel. I love all of them. I say that about everybody.
Yeah.
They're all fun to play.
I almost played one. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crowley playing a wild thing. Why does that not surprise me?
Let's do it this way. I'm gonna make my life easier. Yeah, there we go. This
Lucas, question. What if the items are ridiculous and within reason? Well, that sounds like a very ridiculous reason to have that item.
That sounds like a ridiculous question to me.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
right.
yep, yep. Lucas likes asking these outside the box style questions. It's just his nature. So, yeah. So I would say it was
Alright.
going to be the
I sent
storyteller's
that
call at
person
that point.
a picture of sorts, and so I'll explain how weapons and that kind of stuff works, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Because it is a little different than how the game used to be. They dumbed it down, which is honestly really nice because the old version was kind of redundant. So
Okay.
obviously it depends on the level of the weapon, but you have let's say a light impact. Think of a baseball bat, a crowbar. It has a damage value. It's usually like a +1. So what that means is you roll your dice. Let's say you have a dice pool of your strength is a 3 and your melee is a 3. You have a dice pool of 6. You roll your dice pool. Let's say you have anything a 1 to 5 is a failure. A 6 and up is a success. With all your dice, you have 2 successes. That means you're dealing 2 points of damage, and with the that weapon deals a +1, so that makes it 3 points of damage. Let's say you're using a heavy claymore. It deals 4 points of damage. Dice pool, you get 5 successes, and then on top of that, it deals an extra 4 damage. You dealt 9 points of superficial damage.
A claymore is in a sword, or as the thing that goes boom?
Usually it's a sword.
Okay, I
No.
was hoping so. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get blown the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a campaign where shape charges have been a major factor, but at the same time, it sounds like something that you would expect a vampire hunter to bring to the table more than a
Right,
vampire.
explosives work a little differently. Don't worry about that. That's all on me. That's you guys don't have to worry about the damage for that. It is what it is. So it's all
It's
the
a flat
rolling.
value.
The only thing that you have to worry about when it comes to putting explosives, you have to roll your demolitions to did you do it successfully. If you did it successfully, then all the rest of it is on me when it goes off. It deals what it does. And let's just say it usually just kills them on the spot, especially if it's like, something ridiculous.
Like if, for instance, you're Nosferatu with 10 pounds of C4.
Right. Right. So, yeah, that's all on me. You just have to make sure that you set it up correctly. So that's where your dice come in for that.
Okay.
So, the combat will be explained again once it comes down to it, especially because I don't think you guys will be fighting each other, but heck, I don't know. Maybe you will. I don't know. I'll try. I don't like to encourage PvP player on player, but if it makes sense and it happens, then such is the nature of the beast,
Yeah, as the
But it's
story
never-
unfolds.
Right, but it's never something that I will make, happen. It's just,
Mm.
sorry, if one of you guys piss off the other one and I had nothing to do with it, then, well, I'm just going to let it happen. Sorry, you probably shouldn't have tried to eat that person or whatever happened. But I'm never going to encourage it, so. And with what you guys all are, I don't see why I'd ever have to. We don't really have any people on contradicting sides. You guys are all basically just starting out new and confused.
Yeah, we don't have any ventures.
Yeah, if there was a Ventru and then Crowley playing a Bruja, I'd be a
Yeah.
little concerned. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Ventru, like giving orders. Bruja, the fucking order. No.
Yeah. So don't have to worry about that.
You just tell me something to do, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here comes the coercion roll. Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Everything
so
is
for
clean.
good. So that's really all I got for you guys. Thank you for working with me. Sorry, I know it always takes a long time making characters. You know how it is. So
No, it's
I
no big
appreciate
deal.
if we are gonna then, if everyone's gonna be seeing what everyone's doing, then that's fine. That doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I do think the stream will benefit for it. I do.
All right.
That way, because if Brother Death and Taylor aren't streaming, that's going to be a huge amount of time that people are going to miss. So,
Yeah.
That was really my main concern.
The people want to know the lore. Damn it.
Lore,
Give it to 'em.
Lore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's once again, I'll leave that up to the streamers, though. I'm just in charge of making this thing happen. So.
And we are grateful for that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this has been a blast, and we haven't done anything.
Well, I'm excited. I really am. I think it'll
I
be
do
fun.
have
You guys...
more personal questions when this is over.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, don't worry about it. We can get through all that. But yeah, I'm done. You guys, from now to Saturday, if there's anything you need to know, I do work, but I'm usually home around our time, 6:30. Your guys' time, what is that, 3:30, depending where you are. So, yeah, I'll probably not get to answer you till the evening. But if you have any questions,
All right.
just let me know.
No,
Anything you wanna
think that.
change,
I think everything is covered. The only thing that I didn't get locked in is ambition for the character, which you said we'd probably suss out through role play.
Right, especially for you.
Yeah. So, the whole tabula rasa kind of situation.
Oh, you can put, so on the top where it says like your name, blah blah, it says Chronicle. You can put in the Lost Tribe.
The Lost
For
Tribe.
that's the name of the story. That's all that is. So the name of
Okay.
this, it's Vampire the Masquerade, the Lost Tribe is what we're playing. So that's all that is.
Okay. All right. Do you need since we finished effectively character creation, do you need any characters to be sent to you for archival reasons or anything like that?
If you could, yeah, just by now and Saturday, if I could get a copy. I just want it just to kind of help me get to... I want to know better what your sires are going to be. Some of you have already been determined, some of you haven't been, so if I could just get that and kind of better perfect who your sire might be based on who I'm looking at.
Okay.
Because usually, yeah, I mean, what's on your paper is usually pretty close to what your sire can do, especially the disciplines, so...
Okay.
That's my only concern. Just
All
so
right.
I know who your daddy or mommy is.
Oh, mommy.
Mommy.
I think it's a vamp mummy in my case.
Mommy Bruja. Oh, I couldn't even imagine. 8 foot tall? Holy shit.
Oh, you don't piss off Mama.
Oh, yeah,
She lay you
that
the
Resident
fuck
Evil?
out.
Yeah.
Like that Resident Evil lady.
Right.
Oh,
That sounds good to me.
Mama.
7 foot of kick your ass.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time, and I look
appreciate
forward to
yours.
Saturday. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and if Zoom's a problem, then like I said, we can try Discord. I got it all.
The connection is 1,000 times better now than when it
Oh, yeah.
started. So we probably just had a rough connection at first.
I turned on my VPN, so it might have made it better. So.
Well, if that's
I don't know.
what changes, I think that maybe next time we might want to start with that. Because
That's what I'm guessing.
it is like a night and day difference, because you were having moments where you were cutting out and your connection would wibble wobble all over the place.
Right,
And that
yeah.
now it's coming through much clearer.
Yeah.
So
All right, I'll just make sure it's on then next time,
Okay.
so we don't have any problems. And I might have Taylor turn on his too.
all right, to my viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for the session 0 of the Vampire Masquerade campaign. Again, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or I believe it would be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depending on where you are in the world, please adjust for your time zone. Again, you can follow me if you want to watch on my end, or again, let me put a quick shout out for Crowley.
Oh, bless your little con socks.
Follow him too if you want to go ahead and watch from his angle as well, and we will go ahead and see you then. I will go ahead and do a brief intermission, then I will be switching to other content for the rest of the night, because yeah, as you guys know, I don't stop after just a couple hours. I tend to go ahead and go way too long. Maybe not as long as
Hell yeah,
Crowley sometimes.
I have a problem.
I go ahead and finish my stream, raid him, go ahead and go to bed, get
I was
up.
gonna raid you last night, but you stopped before I could. And then Canton came online, and we played a little bit For Honor.
Yeah.
And then he went to bed, and nothing else happened.
So again, if you were only here for Vampire the Masquerade, thank you so much for being here. I don't know entirely what I'll be switching to next, but I've got a list of games that I still need to get through. So thank you so much for watching, folks. And I hope you enjoy the upcoming Vampire Masquerade streams again on Saturdays.